Hello and welcome to the How To Plumbing channel. My name is Claude Taylor. For those of you that know me, welcome back. Those that don't, I hope you enjoy the video. And if you do, become a subscriber and give it a thumbs up. Thank you. This was where a bathroom is, and that bathroom's gonna go right back. This is where the toilet and all the junk you see down there, don't let that fool you. There's stuff up under it blocking it from getting into the drain. This here is going to be the shower wall. And let's see what we got here. We're walking into, this was the master bathroom, master bedroom. And in here we will be running new PEX pipes. We won't be installing any new drainage pipes, but we will be connecting to them. Right here we'll have a hot and cold PEX line coming down to catch the hot and cold water. And over in that corner there's the toilet. Okay, this one we need to put something down there. The old galvanized plumbing was in here, but I came through here and ripped all of that out. This is going to be another tub and shower. There's the drain. We need to plug that up. So we're not on the job site now. Actually, we're back at another location, and I am going to prepare the tub and shower valves here and make them up so they'll be prefabbed. So when I take them over to the job site we're working, I can just set them in place. So what we're going to do here is just going to put two tub and shower valves together. And just showing you the tubing cutter. If you what you seen just there is I turned the light on to it. You can look through a little window that they have, and I can see the mark right there on my pipe through that little window. And we just cut it out. It's really handy when hey, where you come from? Get out of here. Okay, now this is the tub and shower valve. This is a PEX tub and shower valve. Two of the ends, the shower end where the shower head comes out, and the spout where the water comes out the bottom part. Those ends will be soldered in with copper pipe, and you can see on the right there at the right hand side right there that PEX fitting type. Okay, it's going to be PEX, and the type of PEX that we're going to use is Ubenor, also known as Wurzbo. This cover here that I'm just showing you there, that's going to go back on there. And this is a Moen tub and shower valve, Posi-Temp. This is probably the most easiest tub and shower valve that you can work with. I mean, I don't know a plumber that doesn't go and install these. This is the cartridge that we're pulling out, and everything is being taken apart on the tub and shower valves so that when we go put the heat in soldering and sweating the copper and brass together, we don't melt the washers like you see right here, that washer right there, all that stuff. We put too much heat and apply too much heat, we could damage that, so we're going to take all that out. And the part right there, these are called the stops. stops meaning the cutoffs. These are the cutoffs to the tub and shower valve. So with these, you don't have to cut the water off to the entire house. You can just cut it right there and change the cartridge if that's needed. And of course here we're going to just clean these fittings up. We're always going to clean the brass fittings and copper fittings up before we solder or sweat any pipe together and put any flux in there. And the caps, they're going to go on to the tub and shower now, but eventually they're going to be cut off of there. But just for now, we'll put them on there so that we put them in place, cut the water on, and we have something to stop the water while it's on, and we're testing the system. And well, you can't really see the cutter right now, but these are nice and handy. And I know everyone's not going to run out and purchases unless they do quite a few jobs like I myself do. But they are handy, and yes, you can go out and buy the manual small cutters. They're just as effective. It's just that these are a little faster. And I'm just using a little sandcloth here to clean the pipe up. And this is the flux that we're going to use, the Ote, made by Ote. This is not advertising for them, but that's really the only flux I actually use is made by Ote. And what I like to do once I do put the fittings together after they're all fluxed up and together is take a rag or a paper towel and just clean the excess flux that's around the edges of the fittings and the pipe. It makes for a nice, neat solder connection, solder well. And what I'm doing here with these channel lock pliers is I'm kind of egg shaping the pipe fitting and the pipe itself so that when I do go twist that pipe, it locks in place. So when I do go to solder it or move it around, the pipe won't fall out of the fitting. It's jammed in there pretty good with the egg shaped. And here's the my rag that I'm used to wipe it, clean it up. And by the way, this is probably the most soldering, copper pipe soldering that's going to be done on this job site. Other than that, everything's going to be PEX. But there are areas where you'll see copper, and this will be one of them. And then you'll see galvanized pipe on the stub outs. I'll show you those later and throughout the video. Galvanized stubs out. It's because we want some type of pipe. Again, here you see me egg shaping it. before I put it into the valve. And now when I put it into the valve, it's going to squeeze in there tightly, and it's going to stay in place. See how tight that is? Okay. And back to the galvanized pipe that we'll be using, and the copper, and we're only using those in strategic areas where we need stability. PEX pipe is great, but it's not a pipe that you want to use when stubbing out where valves and stuff like that needs to be cut off and on, because you don't want the whole pipe moving. You want it stable. So that's where the hard rigid pipe like this comes in play. And this particular gas that I'm using with this torch kit here is propane that you can pick up in any hardware store, just about any hardware store. And I do have two sets. This is a smaller set that I use for small jobs like this, and then I have another one that's acetylene, and it's a much larger tank because it's something that you can use and would go all day. And if you would like to learn how to solder copper pipe, I also have plenty of videos on how to solder copper pipe here on YouTube. And now that you see me applying the heat to the brass valve and the copper pipe, you can see how it would be it could be an issue with the rubber washers and cartridge getting melted. If not totally melted, it would get it to a degree where it would probably damage it. So the safest thing to do is take them out. And you really can't hear me. I mean, you really can't see what I'm doing right now. But what I'm doing is I'm taking the other tub and shower valve. I'm taking it apart as I let this here cool down a little bit before we start moving it around. Okay, we don't really have a workbench or anything like that here to to work off, so we're gonna improvise and make something where we can set this a little stable and go ahead and solder this cap on here. Didn't take much. And this is the, I guess you would call it the guide to guide you when someone is putting the drywall back up on the wall and up over this, or the Duro Rock cement board. This is a guideline, and it will keep you right where you need to be, so that you're not too far back in the wall or too far out. You just use this as a guide. Okay, here it is, set up all in place. Nothing to it. Um, Everything's put back together. We even have the shower head. Well,